Hey everyone, it is December 11th, Monday, start of a new week, and a lot to talk about today. So starting off, kicking it off, the S&P 500, we can see from today, from all markets, a very strong day, even though it didn't look like there's a lot of movement. It, in my opinion, really was a strong day just because the market kept going up. There was never really much of a retracement once the day started. So where is the daily extension levels? Yeah, there's the daily. So for the S&P 500, this is really the only ones compared to like the Russell. Well, the Russell didn't do anything, but like the Dow Jones and the Nasdaq, where it kind of just stopped within the daily extension high of the day, which is right there to right there. So, that was a targeted day that we got hit for it, but it is in a short setup right here using the expanding triangle trade. There's the 1 point, 2 point, 3 points, and 4 points. So then we just put the shift pitchfork on points 2, 3, and 4. So then price closed below it, which was right there on that candle. Put the black line for it. That's the signal to go short. So the exit we're looking for is the yellow line right here for it, or it was the yellow line right there. Now, pretty soon, what we're going to start doing is looking for let me put this on there. I'll show you real quick. Other way, the 1.14 exit right there. That's the new exit we're going to look for because price has already broken high and kept going up. It's not going to hit the yellow line here up top just because it's too much of a steep incline for it. But it is far enough away from it where I think that the 1.146 is going to be the exit level rather than the yellow line, since it's already making new highs and everything for it. And also one thing to look at, let's do that, change you to retracement trade. What we have right now is when it gets up to this 1.414 level, which I'll show you that's happening too in the Dow Jones and also the Nasdaq. That's a really good area to look for the reversal point for it. So there's still a little bit more room to go here in the SP 500, and it also just correlates to the daily extension highs. And basically what I use for that is just between points 3 and 4, the longest movement in the expanding triangle trade. That's the extension level we look for it. So when the price comes up here and hits it, I do have a sell limit order ready for it, looking to take it around somewhere right back down there. But the market, it shouldn't hit today. It's 23 more minutes until the market closes for the day for an hour. Then it will open up an hour later, and we'll go from there. But I am looking to get to that one. So we do have a short setup that we are looking for. Down here, this is just a simple retracement trade if the market ever comes back down to it, that we are looking for as well. So, that's the main thing. For it is could get in short right now. It is a good spot, but I'm waiting until it gets up a little bit higher up here going into tomorrow to look to try to short it for the S&P 500. If we go into the 4-hour chart, look at that. We can also see, look at this 4-hour chart is hitting the MFI is hitting off being in overbought territory over here. So it doesn't mean that it's going to go down tomorrow indefinitely. I'm sorry, it didn't mean it is exactly go down tomorrow. It just shows me that look for a retracement coming up sooner than later within the market. Still can't go higher, of course, because the MFI didn't tell you exactly when it's going to turn. It just says be on the lookout for it. So that's another reason why they're on the 4-hour chart. And also on the daily chart as well. You can see it's been in the overbought territory. But look over here. It's been overbought over here, since more like there since 15th of November. So it's still trailing in overbought territory. Had a little bit of retracement down here and it came back up into it. So we still haven't had that big retracement down from it. Like here was it being oversold, like right here, right there, and then went down. And then finally we had that big jump up for it. Here is being overbought up over here. Then finally we had a correction down low to it. So still looking for that correction down lower that has not happened yet here in the SP 500 market. Going over to the Russell 2000, real boring day in the Russell 2000 market. All we have down here is just a retracement trade set up for it. You see the semaphores are kind of acting pretty erratic over here. So not much to talk about here for the Russell 2000. It was just the inside day, meaning you can see that the high and low today was inside. There's the low and the high of yesterday. So there just wasn't a whole lot going on. But you can see right now here in the Russell 2000 market, we're in a consolidation zone right here. That's all the market's doing right now before it decides which way it wants to go. You see it's gone up, consolidated down, consolidated up, consolidated right there. Then it went up probably something like there to there, and now it is just consolidating again before it decides whether it wants to continue with the trend up or if it wants to go down. So those are the next two moves coming out. That's what we're looking for, because that's when it comes out consolidation, it's either going to go up or down. So we just have to wait and see. But yeah, there's not going to spend a lot of time on Russell 2000. Not a whole lot going on. Not a whole lot looking for it tomorrow in the markets compared to like SP 500, Dow, and the Nasdaq. So going over to the Dow Jones. Let's take this off. That off. So there's the 0.146. When we look where the retracement come back to, very similar to the S&P 500. I got in at the 50% retracement from the high to the one that broke out right there. And then it just kept on going north for it. So it's just been a strong market ramping up. Nothing stopped it. So if it does go a little higher, I'll look to get in at a second contract right here and take them down to close to the 1.146 level for all that stuff for it. So that's what we're looking for in that short trade. Same pretty much type of setup for the SP 500. Expanding triangles. There is 1, 2, 3, 4. When it broke below it right there, the signal to go short for it. Never hit the yellow line down here and just keeps on going. The extension levels the other way. So we are looking for the 0.146 Fibonacci retracement level to be the target level for this trade right here. So pretty much same thing. And one thing I've noticed is when the price hits the 1.44 extension level the other way from these trades, it's a very, very high probability the market is going to turn around and we will get a retracement from it. So that is one thing I am looking forward to the market. I am looking for retracement tomorrow in the market, and for like the SP 500 coming down to 46.60. So I mean, it's not a whole lot. It's only from right now. If it stays right here, it doesn't go any higher, 17, 18 points from it. So, I mean, it's not that big a deal. But then for the Dow Jones, if it goes up there and hits, comes down here, about a 0.5% move. So these aren't big moves in the market, but I am looking for for them to come down for it. So that's the main thing we're looking for right now. I'm not sure why that is in there. That's part for an all trade right there. And yeah, other than that, I mean, there was another expanding one. Was there an expanding one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, right here. Here's a real small one right here. So it was down to the short side. See, it came down here, closed below it, went down, hit the 1.146 shift line. That's just the yellow line right there. So that one's done. But yeah, we're just pretty much mirroring the S&P 500, except that it's gotten a little bit higher than the S&P 500 is. It's pretty close, actually, pretty close to it. So I'm looking to short both of those. Going into crude oil right here. Crude oil was a good day today. A lot of just back and forth. So took a nice decent profit of it. This right here is just a retracement trade. Let me delete it for you. So what we're looking at, another expanding triangle trade. 1, 2, 3, 4. When price closed above the median line right here, signal to go long. I got in right there, and then eventually got on this candle thing right in here. I wish I'd held it longer, but what I was looking at doing, because what price been doing all day, is you can see it comes up, hit the 1.146, and we just traced right down, hit it up, went back down. So on this candle when it started, I got out right there, and I was hoping that price is going to continue what it's doing and go back down here, and I'd order ready to get in long right there again, but it didn't. It's just kept on going up ever since. So the target we're looking for this one is the yellow line right here. Right there. So no market open, 72.03, the low 72s, high 71s is the target we're looking for this one to come up and get filled. We also have a big potential move right here. Another expanding triangle trade. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when price closes above it right here, this the median line right there, we'll look for price to come up here. It's about 76-ish with the slide scale down between $76 and $75 for it. So if it does close up this week, we are looking for a bullish run up here in this next week or so for oil. If you look at the MFI, daily's in the middle of nowhere. 4-hour chart, kissed off being overbought a little bit, but not that big. So yeah, it's got a little bit of stuff to look at for oil. No, we didn't have any. Oh yeah, I want to put this on because we do have a retracement trade right there. All the retracement trade is you do A, B, C, D move up there. You see it to 1.146. So that's your A, B, C, D moves. Then you look for price to come back the other way. And when it, that's not what I wanted. Where are you? So there you go. When it does, the initial entry is 50, exits 38. If that didn't happen, it hits a 61, you move the exit to the 50. If that didn't happen, it hits a 76.4, get in twice the amount of contracts you got in at the 50. Then the exit is slightly above the 61.8. So it's a real good scalp. Going over to the Nasdaq. And yeah, the Nasdaq is another one that just has been going off. There's a lot of crap on here. Let me delete some of this. So initially, let's see here. That we don't need that. We don't need. I'll come back to that. There's the exit we're looking for right down here. That's 0.146 coming down from it. So in price, is it okay? So we are in. Let me back up real quick. We're in a bigger move up right here. Looking at the. See, this is just a triangle trade. So there's the high, there's the low, lower high, higher low. So then we have, I just call it the triangle trade. That's why I draw the blue line right there, connect points 1 and 3. What I do is I put the inside pitchforks on points 2, 3, and 4. So when price closes above the purple line right there, the signal go long, and the exit is the green shift pitchfork. I think it's number, is that 5? Yeah, it's 5 going that way. So it's getting really close to getting hit for that one to get filled for it. So see if that happens tomorrow. But we also are in a short trade right here, and it is an expanding triangle trade, just like the S&P 500 and Dow Jones. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we put the shift pitchforks points 2, 3, 4. Price goes below it to go short. There was the target, never hit it. Price kept on going up and up and up. So now it is, show you right here. There we go. Price has gone past the 1.414 level right here. So, you know, if price opens up, when the market opens up, pops up a little bit, hits that, and then comes back down, I wouldn't be surprised. But I am looking for tomorrow either opening and it going straight down, or opening, it's waffling along here till the market opens around that time, you know, right in here. And then we have the descent down to this level to about 16,086-ish around there. This target we're looking for. So it's, you know, it's less than a % move from where it is. So again, it's not big, but that's the overall theme that I'm looking for all these markets right here is for S&P 500, Dow, and Nasdaq to all have some form of retracement back down. Tomorrow, and then from there, once those get hit, then we'll just have to see what other trades we're in right there. But potentially going into tomorrow right here, this you see I had to get out 2 contract shorts. I'm gonna get back in when the market opens up, which is good that it keeps on going up right here because it's gonna get me in a better price. I had to take a loss at that purple line, so I'm gonna get right back in here when the market opens back up, and then look to take a short. So that's good. I'll get a little bit of better price in here. So good. Hopefully it keeps going up. and so yeah, so I'm very for the, you know, going into tomorrow, very bearish on the markets until those short ones get fulfilled. But so Nasdaq probably tomorrow will get this one filled, this long filled, and then hopefully it'll come down and hit the purple line down here for the 0.1461. So that is Nasdaq. We can see if we go to a 4-hour chart, see it is also kissing off of being in overbought territory. For the MFI daily chart, nothing yet, but it is making. You can see right here is when it went into overbought territory right here, and we still really haven't had a retracement down. You know, a decent size one at all for it. Let's see. I mean, how nowhere close to the 50, that's for sure. What's I looking for? I see that not even down to 23.6. So, I mean, it's no reason why. It's just we're just looking for more weakness in the market, just because it's making a discrepancy between as the MFI moves lower, price is moving higher for it. So yeah, so that's the Nasdaq, just like the other S&P 500 and Dow Jones. We're just looking for weakness in the market tomorrow. And then we'll check out Bitcoin real quick. Oh, Bitcoin cooled off today. I'm looking 8% down. Yeah, this is one thing I was talking about last week is look for this gap to get filled right here. And it looks like that's what it's working on doing right there. I mean, look at that. Yeah, that big old gap from last week right there. And it got pretty close to at least coming down to it. So I'd expect some follow through coming through until we get pretty close to getting that gap filled. And then we'll see if the uptrend is going to continue. But normally when you get a big gap like that and run up, eventually price will move back down, and it is hitting off the 30% the other way, but that's not a change. That's what I want right there for it. And so we still have the price target 78,000, a little bit higher than I think I was talking about last week. Shh, Daisy. 78,865 for the other way 5 move, Elliott 5-way move, but we still are also looking for the long setup right here from the what is it? No, it's on the weekly chart, I think. Is that the weekly? Yeah, I think it's weekly. Yeah, from the expanding triangle trade right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. That's expanding triangle move. So equivalent points 2, 3, 4. Price goes above it. So we're looking at this yellow line up here. So somewhere between about 55,000, sliding scale down to about 50-ish thousand is good target area that we're looking for Bitcoin. So anyways, that is the video today. And the overall theme is just looking for bearish in the market until those short setups go and get hit. All right, thanks. Bye.